So this is all I get here is the black screen. Um, what happened was I had a cup of water over here last weekend, and I bumped it, and I caught it right away, but some water spilled up along here. Not much, I caught it right away, so some water spilled up here. I right away hit the power button, shut it off, unplugged it, pulled the battery out, took the keyboard off, and there wasn't any water in there. When I took the keyboard off, there may have been a drop here and a drop there. Nothing big or anything like that. A couple maybe small drops on the back or anything. Nothing major happened or anything. And then I looked in the battery area and stuff like that. Some water was back in there, but not inside or anything like that. Just on the covering and stuff in the casing. And I dried all that up, looked on the battery, a drop here, drop there, nothing major, just on the casing, dried that up, let it sit for 30 minutes or so, and then I put it back together, plugged it in, turned the power button on, and I had nothing but a black screen. And I've had it ever since. I haven't messed with it during the week or anything like that. I did take it apart to. I googled different tips online. Try this, try that, try this. You try the different keys down here with the Windows V, Windows B upon startup. But I don't think that either. I don't have that option with this laptop. I've had this laptop for 3, 4, maybe 5 years or something like that. I've never had any problems or anything like that with it. Um, so I don't know. Then there's other options that you do with the keys and stuff like that. I've tried all that. I've removed the RAM and put the RAM back in, and that didn't work or anything like that. The screen just stays black. Now what's happening is when I plug it in, I get the orange light down here where the Wi-Fi is. It just blinks orange, and I get a blinking orange light over on the right-hand side there. And when I go to shut the power off and shut it off, it doesn't shut off. It just keeps blinking that orange light, and on the side over here, it blinks an orange light. So I have to unplug it, pull the power cord out, and then it goes down. And I noticed this morning when I started trying to mess with it, I tried to turn it back on, and I don't have a second monitor or even a cable that I can plug into a second monitor to see if it is the monitor or anything like that. So I don't have that option. Usually that's the first option to do is do that. I don't have that. And also the other thing is I'm hearing it. It's kind of sounds like I don't know if the hard drive is locked up or something like that. It makes like a little whir sound, like it wants to start, but it keeps stopping. It sounds like it wants to start and then it stops, kind of going back and forth on that. So I don't know if maybe the hard drive's bad or something. I don't want to take the whole thing apart, take the hard drive out, unstick it, put it back in. I don't know if that'll fix it. I don't know if it's the monitor that went bad. I can't see that the monitor would just go bad or anything, but I've seen all these Google searches that I've done, and a lot of it I can't do because I don't know the options don't work, and I don't have the secondary monitor to plug it into. So if anyone has any other tips that are not part of the Google search or part of the YouTube search, that'd be great if you can leave that in the comments. Like I said, it was working fine up until that point, and it just in the very beginning when it first happened. Actually, when it first happened, let me go back. When it first happened, it did actually boot up. I was able to get into the login screen, and then once I hit for the login, the whole thing would shut down. And it kept doing that a couple times. It would power up. I would get the screen to come up. It would go to my home screen for the login, and then it would shut down. And I would try that again. It would get to the login screen, then it would shut down. That's what first started in the initial part. When I put it all back together after I dried everything out and let it sit and everything like that. So it happened with that. Then during the week I would try it and trying all these options that I saw, all these fixes that are supposed to work and everything like that. And none of it worked. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just best I go buy a new laptop. Like I said, I had a good run with this one. It's been about 5 years. Never had any problems with it or anything like that. It was getting slow and stuff like that, but that's just a RAM issue. Nothing's damaged inside or anything like that. But I think now I'm hearing this it's not a real loud sound. You really have to put your ear to the hard drive area of the laptop to really hear it. That it sounds like it's trying to start, then it stops, tries to start, then stop. So I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't want to take it to a shop because that just costs too much money. I might as well just go buy a new laptop to have them look at it, and then they're going to tell you, well, I can replace the screen if I have to. If that's an issue, I can replace the screen. That's no big deal, but that costs money too. So I'm thinking if it comes down to that, to replace the hard drive, reinstall the Windows and everything, I might as well just go buy the new laptop. I would like to save this one though. I just don't know what else to try on this. So if anybody has any options or anything like that to try, you know, leave them in the comments and let me know what's going wrong and stuff like that.